Now from the home of the Angels for nearly a half-century, there's a look inside Angels Stadium of Anaheim. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the White Sox and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Hi again, everybody. It's finally here. Welcome to our special opening day edition of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
The game's count starting now. It's opening day. It's the show. And it's coming up next. Hal Newhouser gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all four of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
And stepping in, Ty Cobb. He will lead this one off today. First pitch coming. Here it is. And spring training is officially behind us now as the first pitch of the season is looked at for ball 1.
First pitch, 106.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Can't complain a bit about the weather here. 75 degrees our temperature at first pitch. The 1-1. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
The 2-2. Hit back up the middle. Base hit, and that's their first of the new campaign. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Ty Cobb has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. Just keeping him close. Into the box, Cal Ripken, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Cobb on at first, nobody out. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike. 1-1.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
The 1-1 is a fastball that misses.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. The 2-1. Hit hard down the right field line. But this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. 2-2 is a changeup that misses. 3-2.
Gotta believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Count remains full.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Throw over to first, and he's back standing. Again, another foul ball. Grounder down the line at third. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
And before the big 3-2 pitch, time is called at home plate. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. In there, a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Hey, not a great way to start, right? You come fresh out of the bullpen, you throw a couple of pitches, next thing you know, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
I'm going to take you inside the mindset of a hitter right here. Free ribby out there, don't ground into a double play.
Standing in now, Ricky Henderson, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Behind 0-2 now. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Hard hit ball to second. And a base hit as that'll chase the run home from third, and the White Sox take a 1-0 lead.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Stepping in now, Reggie Jackson. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
Ready with the 1-0.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Now that's popped up. Williams is over, and he puts it away for the first down. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, Just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first. And that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
The third baseman, Alex.
Digging in next, Alex Rodriguez. And the White Sox looking for more here in the game's opening frame. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
He's set. The 0-1. Offered it a low one there, but came up empty. And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. The 0-2. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And what an effort on the running play to end the inning. A sight these fans have seen before. Look who's back in town. On to the bottom of the first at Angel Stadium. And Chicago's off to the early 1-0 lead. So now into the box is Tony Gwynn. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Angels, the right fielder, Tony Gwynn.
Pitch on the way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Racing back the right fielder. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. First home run of the campaign for him, as the Angels are back even now at 1 run apiece.
Well, after a long winter and a grueling spring, everyone is anxious to get the season started. But to start it off with a home run, there's no better way to get your campaign underway. He was rounding the bases thinking, hey, this is going to be a good year.
Batting second.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Fastball swung on and missed.
If you're on the mound right here, you got to trust your catcher and execute. You know who's coming up to the plate.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
At the plate now, Alex Rodriguez. Cano has it. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Batting fourth.
Well, here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matty, they got to love the production they're getting out of the leadoff spot right now. He hit over 320 last year, and that will get any pitcher's attention. They knew it when he was coming up, and they knew it when he was on the on-deck circle. Really impressive hitter.
So now to the plate, Matt Williams, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now.
The offensive game plan today is certainly to see the ball up. This guy is known on the mound for sinker changeup combination. He's going to
we'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. We'll head to the top of the second, all even at 1 apiece. And the Hall of Fame catcher Gary Carter hits next. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. First pitch on its way. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
And he'll step out for a third time now. Boy, rather indecisive up there. The 1-1 home. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Robinson Cano the next to dig in. As he'll take a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. One out, nobody on. Oh, and 2 now as Cano comes up empty on that one. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
The 1-2.
Hey, started this guy backwards. Couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
I really like that he gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
To the plate now, Satchel Paige, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
2 out, nobody on. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
A swing and a miss there. 2-2. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
3-2 pitch. Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center, and that'll get down for a base hit. Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, man. I only had one in my entire 18-year career. 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that one hit.
Into the box now, Ty Cobb, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He collected a base hit his first time up. Comes set, and the 0-1.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
And before the 0-2 pitch, he'll step out of the box here to regroup. Page leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. A man left for the White Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second, tied 1 apiece. So now here is Albert Bell, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
The left fielder, Albert.
First pitch of the AB now. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. A ball and a strike. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Into the box, Mark Teixeira, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Hey, without question, he got him leaning out over right there. 4 pitches away, I'd be diving out over the plate as well, and then he dominates him on the inside corner. Nice pitch.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Smoke toward third. He's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down. So he comes up empty in his first major league at bat.
I know he was expecting more, but that's a win. If you can put the ball in play, your first big league AB, and you're able to get that adrenaline and the nerves out of you, that's a win right there.
Ronald Acuna is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Put that in a memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And he fouls this one off. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. He'll try again. 1-2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Angels are gone in order. Through 2, we're tied 1 apiece. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the 3rd. Heidi?
Well, Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the White Sox offense with their manager in between innings. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. New inning set to get underway, and digging in is the big-time power threat, Cal Ripken. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1 for count.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So with that, the White Sox put their leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning.
Hey, there's a base hit to lead off the 3rd inning. Talk about having a lot of traffic, D-Roll. He's given up several hits already, so he's been in the stretch most of the game.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Dan. That is the name of the game for this offense. They're trying to get this guy in the stretch. Hopefully he misses over the heart of the plate like he's been doing so far up until this point.
Standing in now, Ricky Henderson, as he'll lay off a curveball up in the zone for a ball. 1-0. From the belt, the pitch. 2-0 now.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
Now the 2-0. High in the air down the right field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And he'll step out for a 4th time here. And now be careful, because I don't know many pitchers who care for these type of shenanigans. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to set him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Stepping in now, Reggie Jackson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set. Here's the 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Miguel
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. 0 for 1 here in the early going. From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a miss. That one tied him up.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And now before the 0-1 pitch, a quick stoppage as he steps out. From the belt, kicks and deals. Good cut that time by Cabrera, but he couldn't come up with it. It's 0-2.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound, but what makes him so successful is that he's aggressive in the zone, getting ahead, forcing action.
The 0-2 home got him looking, and that ends the inning. White Sox leave one. Home half of the third coming up, tied at 1. Bottom of the inning now, and set to stand in as the veteran pitcher, Hal Newhouser.
The pitcher, Hal.
First pitch of the AB now.
Newhouser.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind, 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fouled away. Another one sent foul. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Here comes another 0-2. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
At the plate, Johnny Bench, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. The 1-0. One out, nobody on. Fouled off. Here comes the 1-2.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Tony Gwynn.
At the plate now, Tony Gwynn. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Henderson is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Angels go down 1-2-3. We played 3 full. We're tied at 1. So here is Alex Rodriguez.
The third baseman, Alex Rodriguez.
And now the first pitch. And it's fouled away. Now here it comes. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
To the plate now, Gary Carter. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Struck out in his first at-bat. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Acuna will wait on it, and he's got it for out number 2.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Cano waits on the first pitch. The 1-0 home. And he misses again to Cano. It's 2-0 now.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And there's the first strike, 2-1. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
1 run, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Satchel Paige. He singled in his first AB.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
First offering. Cano, the runner at first with 2 gone. A 1-ball, 1-strike count to the White Sox pitcher.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
The 1-1. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. This one's flared off to the right side. Right fielder coming on. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. A man left for the White Sox. On to the bottom of the fourth, tied 1-1. So up steps Ozzie Albies. He's 0 for 1
And
thus
leading
far.
up for the Angels, the second baseman, Ozzie Albies. Fans, make sure to join us here at the ballpark this Friday night as we've got the solution for these cold early season games. The first 10,000 fans through the gates will receive a complimentary Team Fleece blanket. That's courtesy of MLB The Show.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Ball 2.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Fouled away. Another full count pitch home. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the fourth.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Now to the plate, Alex Rodriguez grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Behind 0-2 now.
Hey, that's a quality take right there. He knows the pitcher's trying to get him to hit a ground ball and roll two.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All
Now
he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Into the box, Matt Williams. Strike taken. The throw is right on the money, as it usually is on a great throw by Carter.
Well, he just showed off why he's known for having one of the better arms in the league from behind the dish. He had a big lead at first, but it didn't matter. That was a great throw.
1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors to this point for the Angels. And here's a foul ball just off to the right as they get ahead of him here, 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Angels go quietly there. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Now at the plate, Ty Cobb. He'll get his side started in the inning. And Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away. But whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Pitch on the way. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Two and 1 count to the Pale Hose leadoff hitter. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. Rodriguez will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr.
Next, here is Cal Ripken. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. First pitch on the way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Ripken in front, 2 balls and no strikes. Now the 2-0 home. The bouncer to the left side. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The left fielder, number 24, Ricky Henderson.
Up next for Chicago, Ricky Henderson. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Hit high and deep to right center. Acuna giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the White Sox. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Now to the plate, here is Albert Bell. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and they froze him on a good changeup. Tough one. If you got good arm action, and this pitcher certainly does have good arm action out there, tough to decipher between the fastball and changeup. He's got to be willing to stay back and take the ball the other way.
And he falls behind 0-2.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. Fouled off. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Great job to lay off that pitch after fouling off so many previous to it. I got to believe that pitchers certainly get frustrated in these types of at-bats.
Now a high fly ball headed for the corner in left. It has the distance, and that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Matt. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
Standing in now, Mark Teixeira. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The windup and the 0-1. Base is empty here with nobody out. Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. And this one is gone. A home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. First home run of the campaign for him. And it gives the Angels a 3-1 lead. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
Acuna Jr.
Acuna digs in now. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And he rings up another one, make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. Next to stand in is Hal Newhouser, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Still only 1 out in the inning. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
In now, Johnny Bench. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Struck out in his first at-bat. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Slow bouncer to the right side. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And another foul ball. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Angels are out in front, 3-1. Striding in is Reggie Jackson. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a cold strike. And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Reggie.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Lifted down the line in left. And foul. Another 1-2 delivery.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Now the 3-2 pitch. This is line to left. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone, grab your glove and flash some leather.
That'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike one.
Looks to me like he's just trying to do too much up there at the plate. That's an easy trap to fall into when you're the tying run, but you can't be chasing pitches out of the zone.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Now a throw over to first, and the runner will get back standing. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike two. There's a curveball, but it misses well out of the zone. Alex Rodriguez, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. And he will take ball four. First and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
So stepping in is Alex Rodriguez. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. First delivery to him. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Two and 0 now, and through just 5 innings, he's coming up on 100 pitches now.
Yeah, Matty, I think one of the things you want to do is try to drive that pitch count up. And D-Row, if you're the offense right now, you're sitting in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, usually the starting pitcher doesn't get to see the lineup 3 times through. I wouldn't be shocked if there's a move made to the bullpen here.
Back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. Now a long throw home, but this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores. And this is pretty cool, guys. Not only is that his first big league hit, it's also his first major league RBI. Not a bad way to get your career started.
Yeah, no doubt, Matty. He took care of the 2 first with 1 swing of the bat. So congrats to him on achieving something that's really special that he's worked so very hard for. He'll never forget this moment as long as he lives.
Stepping in now, Gary Carter, as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 0-1 on its way. Behind 0-2 now. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Scooped up over to Albies. Throw to first, and he can't come up with it. But they'll catch a break as the runners are going to stay where they are here as there's no advance.
Now batting, second base.
Wow, this manager must be pulling his hair out. Not only does he have to deal with this pitcher walking people, now he's got to deal with his defense tripping all over themselves.
Here's Robbie Cano now. A potential tying run for him at third base. Here's the first pitch to him. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Lifted in the air out to center field. Acuna giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as that ties our ball game at 3-3.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
And now the first pitch. Satchel Paige stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-0 delivery. A ball and a strike. Carter is off of first with two away. This one's down to third. Reined in. Over to Albies covering at second, and that'll do it. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left on. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Tony Gwynn. 1 for 2 with a solo shot that came back in the first inning. Here's the pitch.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Henderson is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
And now, Ozzie Albies. It was a walk in his last trip. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Bases are empty. 1 man out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0, he's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just had a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
So now to the plate, Alex Rodriguez. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Strike called. 2-1.
You get yourself into count leverage 2-0 right there. you're looking to come unglued on something and be very aggressive. That ball had to nip the corner for him not to pull the trigger on it.
Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Is right on the money, as it usually is on a great throw by Carter.
That very well could have been a hit-and-run play, but that pitch was so far out of the zone, it really made it hard for the hitter to make any contact. Kind of left his teammate hung out to dry.
The 2-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Angels held in check there. 6 innings are in the books. Score holds at 3-3. Now at the plate, here is Ty Cobb. He flew out in his last AB.
Cobb.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. And it's the outside corner. It's strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Popped up. Williams in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Flipped out the other way towards short. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr.
Up next, Cal Ripken. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Now another 0-2. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
At the plate, Ricky Henderson. A ball and no strikes. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0.
Hey, that's just a nice get-me-over curveball there to steal a strike. I don't think he was looking for that one.
2 out, nobody on. This one's down to third. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Last half of the 7th here, and standing in is the rookie third baseman, Matt Williams.
The third baseman, Matt Williams.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Liner towards second. Throw on to first by Cano, and there's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Albert Bell.
Now it'll be Albert Bell.
He turned around that fastball and drove it out of the park in his previous at bat, so there's got to be a good chance they mix it up right here on him and try and go off speed.
Here's a strike with the breaking ball. Bases are empty, one man out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 once more. Swung on and grounded out to Cal at short. Fielded cleanly, and there's out number 2.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
So now to the plate, Mark Teixeira, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
Well, Matty, we know he's got the timing on the fastball locked in. That's what he got a hold of on that home run in the previous at-bat. You do not come off the heater. Have to be leery of the off-speed, but stay on the fastball. He's got to throw it again.
The 1-0. Here's a called strike on the curveball, 1-2.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taken all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
And And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. Angels are gone in order. Still tied 3-3. There's Joe Madden up out of the dugout now on his way to home plate, so it looks as though he's going to call for the double switch here. Craig Stammen is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. John Olerud is also into the ball game as he'll hit in the number 8 spot here. Now to bat, Reggie Jackson. He scored after knocking a single in his last at bat.
The right fielder, number 44, Reggie Jackson.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. In there, no balls and a strike.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
The 0-1 on its way. Hit on the ground to third. He's got it. On to first, and that's an important first out to start the 8th here. There's a look at the final line for the Angels starter, and that's exactly how he hoped to get this season started on opening day.
Hey, one of the things you can't control as a starting pitcher is whether you're going to win or lose a game. He pitched awfully well in this one. As of right now, he's in line for a no decision.
Into the box now, Miguel Cabrera. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. This one's down to third. Scooped up. Throw on to first will take care of Cabrera for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Alex Rodriguez.
Now into the box, Alex Rodriguez. He has no prior history against this pitcher. Here's the pitch. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. Action now in the Angels bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. To the plate now, Gary Carter, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. High in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. White Sox leave 1. Score remains tied at 3-3. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
The center fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
First pitch of the AB now. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So it's a good start for the Halos as their leadoff hitter reaches base.
Hey, after starting a game 0 for 2 with 2 punch-outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hit.
Olerud.
Here comes Tony La Russa out of his foxhole at the end of the dugout, and he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first, and the best he can do is a no decision in this one.
Your attention, please. Now
so with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Drew Palmer.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first, and the runner back easily. The batter will be John Olerud, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. And he lays off for ball one. One and two now. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Working for the punch out, and the offering lifted the other way down the left field line, and this will wind up a foul ball. Another try at 2-2, fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs too. That's excellent pitching.
At the plate now, Johnny Bench, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Got him, and that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
That was a big strike out there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Stepping in now, Tony Gwynn, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He's set. The 0-1. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Tony Gwynn.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
Ready with the 1-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Angels leave 1. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Blake Walston will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half.
Blake Walston.
So Robinson Cano will grab a bat next. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far.
Robinson Cano.
Cano waits on the first pitch. Line to the right side. But that'll land foul, strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. Hit out towards second. Albies picks it up. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Hey, that was a gorgeous backhand stop right there. You could definitely tell he had a little trouble getting rid of it. Had to take that extra step. But I like that. The eternal clock was right on play, and he was able to make a great throw to get the out.
Andrew Jones will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 25, Andrew Jones.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. One out, nobody on. And that misses as well, so they're being careful with Andrew here. 3-0.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
That one's in there. 3-1. Now here's the pitch. He likely had ball 4 that time, but couldn't hold back on the swing, so that moves the count to 3-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And every pitch so crucial in a tie ball game, so he'll step out and ask for time. Turned on down the line. And a diving effort there at third. Good way to bruise your ribs. How much for one of them ribs? It's a foul ball. Once again, a 3-2. Skied into straightaway right. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for route number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tom.
So next to hit is Ty Cobb. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
And the pitch. One and one. Here it is. Two out, nobody on. Swing and a liner. And that is in there for a two-out base knock.
The batter, number 8,
Into the box, Cal Ripken, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. There are two gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. The 0-1. Skied into very shallow right. Gwynn is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. A man left for the White Sox, still tied 3-3.
Your
Claude
attention,
Raymond
please.
comes on to work
Now
on the
pitching
mound,
for
hoping
the
to
White
send
Sox.
this one into extra
Number
innings.
18, Claude Raymond.
At the plate now is Ozzie Albies, singled in his last at-bat.
The second baseman, Ozzie.
First pitch on its way. A 1 pitch on its way.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. There's a look at the final line for the White Sox starter.
The batter, number
and that's
13,
exactly how he hoped to get this season
Alex
started on opening day.
Rodriguez.
Hey, Matty V, you know when you've got really good stuff, you look down at that strikeout total. Double-digit strikeouts in this one. He had swing and miss stuff right from the beginning.
In now, Alex Rodriguez. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The windup and the 0-1. Looked like that one tied him up a bit. A swing and a miss.
That's the heavy sinker right there. He has the ability to get ground balls when he needs them, potential double play situations, or to get that jam job with no one on base, that tapper right back to the pitcher. One of the toughest pitches to hit in the game.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Good job of getting him to chase the ball in the dirt right there. Hey, also credit the catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy sometimes.
Into the box now, Matt Williams, as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The windup and the 1-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
And this is a called strike at the letters. Looked like ball 3, but make it 2-1 instead. Count even at 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Albert Bell would be next. Here's the payoff pitch. Fouled off.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Into the windup. The payoff pitch. And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball.
Hey, 5 foul balls in a row. Loving the battle in the box right here, making the pitcher work.
Liner towards second. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. A ball ticketed for right center, but the ticket is revoked as he goes up to pull this one down. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. All set for the start of the inning, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Ricky Henderson.
Number 24, Ricky Henderson.
He's set, and the pitch. Here comes the 0-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Hot shot on the ground is short. And that's going to get through into left. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base to lead off the inning.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage. You think you're getting a heater. He throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute. That fires me up right there.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Runner back standing. To the plate now, Reggie Jackson, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Go ahead run at first, nobody out. The 0-1, and there he goes towards second. A pitch out. The throw, short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
Wow, that's a big-time throw right there, and it's a tall task to throw him out stealing a bag, but he got rid of it quickly, and it was a good job down there applying the quick tag. They'll have to feel good about that one.
The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
And now he'll again ask for time. And one thing you don't want to do is get a pitcher too riled up out there. The 1-2. And this is popped up near second base. And this is taken in for the second out.
Up next for the White Sox, the first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
Now at the plate is Miguel Cabrera. He grounded out last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
2 out, nobody on. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So a nice job there to fight off an 0-2 pitch and keep the inning alive for at least one more batter.
Matty, that's a surprising pitch right there. I don't understand, after blowing a fastball by him, he would speed his bat up with off speed.
Yeah, redemption after being late, right on time with the off speed pitch next. So now to the plate, Alex Rodriguez, as he'll take a look at ball one. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Now it's 2-0.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
And a 2-0 fastball runs away. 3-0 now. Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Three and one.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1 pitch.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Ready with the payoff pitch. And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Cam Bedrosian is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day. Next to hit, Gary Carter. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Here's the first pitch. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike. Cabrera over at second. Rodriguez at first. 2 out in the inning. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, don't kid yourself. I know those were 2 bad swings, but he hits middle of the order for a reason. It only takes 1 swing.
swing and a blooper to the right side. Albies onto the grass. He can't get there as it falls in. Throw comes quickly to the infield, so that go-ahead run will have to hold up at third with 2 away.
Second baseman.
Boy, this is a big inning, Bruin. How about back-to-back-to-back singles? The bags are loaded, and he is in deep trouble.
Yes, he is, no doubt about it. Nothing fires you up more than knocking the donut off your bat on the on-deck circle and realizing all the pillows are taken right now. Major traffic. You got to stay within yourself, not try and do too much and get a pitch in your zone.
The 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Called a strike on the inside part of the plate, 2-1. Two and one, here it is. And obviously a big spot here with the bases loaded, so he'll step out to rethink things. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Lifted in the air to center. Acuña's there for it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. White Sox will strand 3. Score remains tied at 3-3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And coming forward, the rookie outfielder, Albert Bell.
Albert Bell.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, no balls.
Two-0 count, the pitch. And it's fouled away. Hey. 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Another 2-2 offering. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Hey, that's a heck of a pitch right there. If he's able to execute with that type of velocity, fastballs up and in, I can't imagine. Not only is he going to break a ton of bats today, but he's going to open up that down and away with the soft stuff later in the game.
Just hung in there on that one. One out, nobody on. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and
Up
blows
next for the
smoke
Angels,
by a guy at the letters.
the center
That's the
fielder,
ultimate challenge pitch. And
Ronald
for me
Acuna
personally, watching hitters
Jr.
swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Stepping in now, Ronald Acuna. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Into the windup with the 0-2. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. Nothing doing here this half. No winner yet. On to inning number 11 we go. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Joe Morgan is going to grab a bat now, as he'll be asked to get things started in the top half of the 11th.
Joe Morgan.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A swing and a high drive to right center field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
This guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
Stepping in next, Ty Cobb. From the stretch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good pitch there on the inside, Black called the strike. high in the air out to center field. Acuna's there for it. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Now batting, shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr.
Stepping in once again is Cal Ripken. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
First pitch on its way. Drives it out to deep right center field. And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
At the plate, Ricky Henderson, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. He's looking for his third hit of the ball game here. The 1-0.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
2-1, here it is. And he comes back with a gorgeous slider there for strike two. And really stretching out the at-bat as he steps out for a second time. Two and two. Here it is.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with all speed.
He's set. The 2-2. Swung on in the dirt. Strike three. And the throw to first ends the inning. 2-out double left stranded. Another chance to win it here to the bottom of the 11th. All tied. Rob Nin takes over now to start the home 11th, and he's looking to get this one to the visiting 12th.
Rob Nin.
Ready now for L.A., John Olerud, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Here comes the 0-1. Seared down the first baseline. But this will get foul for strike two.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Wow, we've seen some really impressive pitching in this one. You could say these lineups have been anemic, but I always like to give credit to pitching and defense, and they've been fantastic all game long.
At the plate now, Johnny Bench. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Woo, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
And he reaches out for one and may have chased it as this is skied into the air to straightaway center. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
Right fielder, Tony Gwynn.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup now, and stepping in, Tony Gwynn. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First offering.
1-0.
Swung on and missed. 1-1.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
From the stretch, the 1-2. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. Nothing across here this half. 11 innings in the books now. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Casey Sadler gets the ball as he'll take over to start this 12th inning.
Number 65, Casey Sadler.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Reggie Jackson, and looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. Here's the first pitch.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Goes after the sinker there as this is fouled away. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swing and a miss. That one tied him up.
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to rush a fastball by him.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. A note now from the folks in programming. Due to the length of our contest this afternoon, our afternoon cooking program, In the Kitchen with Scott Rohde, will not be seen this afternoon. Ladies, don't shoot me. I'm just the messenger. So next to bat will be Miguel Cabrera. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
Hey, great job pounding his own strike one. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Sent on the ground out to second. Albies scoops it up. Throw on to first will take care of Cabrera for the second out.
The third baseman, number 13, Alex Rodriguez.
Ready now is Alex Rodriguez. A couple of singles for him and 4 trips for him this afternoon. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one.
Yeah, he made up his mind early to take the first pitch because that thing was right down the middle.
Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Looked like he was a little over aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
The 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. And it misses. 3-1 now.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Hit on the ground out to short, right to him. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Bottom of the 12th inning now, and set to go is the second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
The second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now the 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat to the zone in time.
Shortstop,
the pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Into the box, Alex Rodriguez, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
Willie McGee gets the call as a pinch hitter, and he'll get a chance with 2 out and the bases empty. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here. He pops it up. Ripken ranging into the outfield. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. Still tied 3-3. Jumbo Chamberlain takes the hill now to begin the lucky 13th inning.
Number 62, Jumbo Chamberlain.
13th inning ready to begin. And up next will be the Hall of Famer catcher Gary Carter. Now here's the first offering. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Pops this one up, and that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
In now, Robinson Cano, as he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-1 pitch. Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center as they've taken a 2-run lead.
Usually in extra innings, you wait around for someone to run into one. He took matters into his own hands. Now it's up to his pitching staff to grab the W.
Willie Stargell will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Pinch hitting for Chicago, number 8, Willie Stargell.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
And he'll step out for a moment to reassess things here on an 0-2 count. Bases are empty here, nobody out. And that's a setup pitch right there, 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Here comes the 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 1, Cobb.
Number 40 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 40.
So the next to bat will be Ty Cobb. Flew out last time up. First pitch on the way. Popped him up. Rodriguez ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr.
And now in the box, Cal Ripken. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball, 1-0.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
The 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. The 1-2. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Now another 1-2. Hit on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Angels. It's now 5-3 Chicago. Number 26 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief. Last half of the 13th inning set to go, and that'll bring forth the rookie outfielder, Albert
The
Bell.
left fielder, Albert.
First pitch on its way. The Angels find themselves losing in the late innings. What are your thoughts on this one, guys?
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
The next 0-2 is looked at for ball one. Here comes the 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Here he comes again, 1-2. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
The batter, the third baseman, Kyle Seager.
So now to the plate, Kyle Seager. Lays off 1-0. Struck out in his first at-bat. The 1-0 home. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Cobb is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, the center fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Next, it'll be Ronald Acuna. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. And it's 1-2.
I got the count 1-2.
Angels down to their last strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, that's a sweet win, especially on the road. They took the lead in the top of the 13th and held onto it in the bottom to secure this win.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. Chicago slugged their way to victory with 15 hits. Rob Nin claims the win out of the pen, his first. Number 26 wraps it up for the save, his first of the year. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious White Sox, 5 runs, 15 hits, no errors. They left 12 men on base. For the Angels, 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. They left just 1 runner on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 56 minutes. Our paid attendance at the Big A this afternoon, 45,477. The Angels once again thank you for attending today's game and remind you to please drive home safely.
Opening day is behind us, so let's look back at how the first games of the year played out on the diamond. In the AL Central, the White Sox swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County, 5-3. The Detroit Tigers smacked 15 team hits as they bested the visiting Indians, 9-8. The Rangers allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium, 4-0. The Brewers combined for a 4-hitter as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins, 1-0. The Toronto Blue Jays knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx, 9-7. The O's swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they took down the Red Sox on the road, 5-3. The Astros combined for 4 total home runs as they dismantled the A's, 8-2. The Giants amassed 14 hits in the game as they sank the Mariners 13-2. The Marlins hit 3 long balls as they beat the visiting Rays 5-4. The Philadelphia Phillies combined to allow only 4 hits as they took down the visiting Braves 1-0. Steve Carlton was impressive on the mound as he gave up only 1 earned over a full 9 innings, but still came away with the loss. The Mets took down the Nationals in Washington 5-3. The Buccos had 12 hits as a team as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 11-6. The Cardinals launched 3 home runs as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 4-1. Randy Johnson earned his first career big league win on the mound as the Dodgers grabbed the win against Colorado 4-3. The Diamondbacks totaled 11 hits as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 10-9. That does it for the recap of opening day. Baseball is back. Don't forget to join us tomorrow morning and all season long for the latest.